Now moving down to the vicious tier, we have Mommy Longlegs to start us off. And I understand that some people may want to see her put in that top tier, but I don't agree with that. While Mommy is very strong to the point where she can like one-shot you if she catches you, and on that note, she's also surprisingly fast with the ability to stretch out her limbs hundreds of feet. But her major flaw, and why I'm not going to put her in that top tier, is her mental state. She simply doesn't have the mind to be a top tier threat. And this becomes clear when we remember how she dies in the game. She gets so upset and hell-bent on catching us that she ends up running into and getting stuck inside this grinder, and then is pulled away by the prototype. And if Mommy had a cooler head, I think she would be a real threat, because she definitely has the power and the abilities to trap her victims. Because I think a lot of people forget that she has the ability to create webs, and they basically work the same as a spider's web, meaning that she can just trap you in there and then get you at her leisure. We see her use this ability to gag Poppy and also to take out Bunzo later. And just as a side note, while we don't get to see this character in the base Poppy Playtime game, I would also put like Daddy Longlegs in this tier as well, because I assume that he has the same abilities as Mommy. Next in the vicious tier is going to be Huggy Wuggy, and I think since we haven't really seen him since chapter 1, people have forgotten just how dangerous he is. But this dude stands at 18 feet tall and has the strength to match his size, and is also surprisingly fast, as we kind of witness in that chase scene through the vents. And another thing that we learned by watching him run through those vents is that he can fit in very tight spaces. While obviously not on Doey's level, it still is pretty good considering that he's 18 feet tall. I also want to point out that in log 08502, it was said that Huggy was the perfect test subject because he has the perfect amount of intelligence and obedience. And while we don't know as much about Kissy Missy, I assume that they have similar capabilities as Huggy Wuggy, the primary difference between the two being their mindset. Huggy seems to be more prone to violence, while Kissy is more prone to actually help people. The last character I'm going to put in the vicious tier is going to be Yarnaby, and I struggled with this one because he was very underutilized in chapter 4, but he is actually very strong.
Please, do keep making this enjoyable for me.
Just like Catnap, he has those metal claws that can cut through most objects, and is described as being fast and agile and having the body of a lion. Although when running away from him in the game, he moves more like a overweight dog. So even though in the game his fight was very lackluster, I still think I want to rank him pretty high because we know that he is dangerous. They just didn't utilize him very well.